You don't really know much about Halloween.
Hello and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am one half of the Newlydeads. My name is Joel. And if you're not sure who the Newlydeads are, please go to our website at thenewlydeads.com. That'll give you all the information about who we are, what we do, where to find us. We do have a TV show called Dollar Store Drive-In that you can find on these 4 networks that I'll put up on the screen right now. Dollar Store Drive-In is a chat show where we watch a film prior to the taping. And then for half an hour, we discuss the film. It's heavily edited, so there's a lot of stuff in there that hopefully you'll find funny. But if you are somebody who prefers to listen to things, we do convert it to a podcast that you can find the next day on Spotify and other fine podcasting directories. In 2025, our goal is to grow our YouTube channel. So please like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate the help. Tell your friends, neighbors, your cats, your dogs, your cousins, your uncles, whoever. Tell them all. Let's see if we can get this going. And things have definitely increased this year ever so slowly, and we truly appreciate all the help. So thank you so much. Now, I'm a sucker for a box set. And when I saw this one, I didn't know anything about it, but I know Fritz Lang, and that immediately piqued my interest right there. So this is a Eureka release. It is called Mabuse Lives, and I'm going to go through all the films in the set, and then I'll get into the actual box itself. So the first film is The Thousand Eyes of Dr. Mabuse. Now, you're going to be like, who's Dr. Mabuse? Well, you'll find out by the end of all this. So that's from 1960, directed by Fritz Lang. So the plot of this is that in 1960s Germany, criminal mastermind Dr. Mabuse uses hypnotized victims and the surveillance equipment of a Nazi-era bugged hotel to steal nuclear technology from a visiting American industrialist. Now, Dr. Mabuse has a huge history. There's stuff before this and there's stuff after this. So if you like the character, there's a lot of content out there for Dr. Mabuse. So like I said, this was directed by Fritz Lang, who did M, which is notorious, as well as Metropolis, which is fantastic. It's on the shelf behind me. The stars Wolfgang Priest, who was in A Bridge Too Far. And trivia on this, this was Fritz Lang's final directorial project. So a lot of providence here with this film. Second one in the set is called The Return of Dr. Mabuse from 1961. This plot is that an evil mastermind, Dr. Mabuse, is having brainwashed prison inmates to commit crimes, but the German police, aided by an FBI agent, is on his trail. This is directed by Harold Reinl, who did Face of the Frog. Sounds interesting. This stars Lex Barker, who was in The Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism, and he played Tarzan several times. This also has Wolfgang Priest is back. He's Dr. Mabuse. A little bit of trivia here. The original German title referred to the successful TV series Stahlnetz from 1958, which is based on the U.S. police series Dragnet from 1951. It even used the famous Dragnet theme song. The German theatrical trailer showed the actual title, Im Stahlnetz des Dr. Mabuse. I don't know why I always put it in a weird... Anyway, I took German in high school. That's a long story. But anyway, so I have some trivia for this, but I'm just going to ignore it because there's a lot of German and I don't want to mess it up. The third film in the set is The Invisible Dr. Mabuse from 1962. The plot of this is that the evil mastermind Dr. Mabuse seeks Professor Erasmus' secret invention, a device that makes one invisible. But murder in the Revue Theater brings the German police and the FBI into the mix. This is directed again by Harold Reinl, who did The Carpet of Horror, which sounds interesting. This stars Werner Peters as Clown Bobo. I put his character's name in there because I thought it was interesting. Who was in The Devil Strikes at Night. Again, Wolfgang Priest is back. A little bit of trivia here. Since many Americans were not familiar with the name Dr. Mabuse, the film was also distributed in the U.S. in its dubbed version as The Invisible Horror. The fourth film in this set is The Testament of Dr. Mabuse from 1962. Plot is that a German police inspector, Lohman, investigates a string of crimes resembling Dr. Mabuse's MO, but Mabuse is in Professor Poland's care instead of an insane asylum. I can't talk tonight. It's directed by Werner Klinger, who did Police Raid. This stars Harold Junke, who was in Stonk, not to be confused with the meme Stonks, or Stonks, anyway. Again, Wolfgang Priest is back as Dr. Mabuse. A little bit of trivia here. In the US, the English dub version was distributed under the titles The Testament of Dr. Mabuse, The Terror of Dr. Mabuse, and The Terror of the Mad Doctor. It was based on Thea von Harbu's script for The Testament of Dr. Mabuse from 1933. Like I said, there's some before these. And there were many changes made to this remake. Next up, we have Scotland Yard Hunts Dr. Mabuse from 1963. So the spirit of the evil Dr. Mabuse, spoilers, takes over the body of a famous professor. The professor/Dr. Mabuse then begins a new crime wave that terrorizes the city. This is directed by Paul May, who did Duel with Death. The stars Klaus Kinski, yep, that Klaus Kinski, who was in Nosferatu the Vampire. Wolfgang Priest was back, but he was Dr. Mabuse's ghost. Again, spoiler alert. No trivia on this one, unfortunately. And finally, the one I'm most interested in, The Death Ray of Dr. Mabuse from 1964. Plot is that the evil Dr. Mabuse develops a death ray in which he threatens the world. This is directed by Hugo Frigones, who did Saddle Tramp. It's also directed by Victor De Santis. That's his only credit was this. This stars Claudio Gora as Dr. Mabuse, who was in The Facts of Murder. I don't know how Dr. Mabuse is back, but we'll find out. And Wolfgang Priest does not appear in this movie, although he is listed in the credits for some unknown reason. So again, this is a Eureka release. I think it's my first Eureka. So you've got this nice little slippy box cover thing that pops off, which is very nice because a lot of these are just sliders that slide off and then you lose them or you stick them inside. You're not quite sure what to do with them. We've got images from all the films on the back. Then inside, we have, all right, let's see. Now, these are a lot of stuff here on a very small set, which is actually preferred. Inside, we have the discs on the little carousels, whatever you want to call it, which I appreciate. I like my disc to be as secure as possible. It's a very cool cover there. It almost reminds me of The Shadow. And then the other one, we have the Testament of Dr. Mabuse cover there. Information on the films. Inside, same situation. We've got the Dr. Mabuse thing there. And get this off here. We've got more show art, poster art, movie art, Art the Clown. I don't know. Art. Then we have this lovely booklet. They did a really nice job of this. There's Dr. Mabuse right there. So these aren't technically, I guess, horror films. They're more of like crime dramas, maybe a little noirish, maybe a little bit of horror thrown in, a little bit of sci-fi. I don't know. They just really fascinated me. Kind of. Number one, they're German. I don't have a lot of German films that I own. I mean, not that are German language. You know, films made by German directors have German stars. So that part intrigued me to add to my collection of that. Plus, it's just kind of a prolific series, and I love learning about new things, and it spoke to me for some reason. Plus, you know, Eureka is a title I don't, like I said, have anything for that I can think of off the top of my head. I might have something, but I should have probably checked before I started recording. So this would be a little bit more interesting to you. Maybe not. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Joel. I'm one half of the Newlydeads. And if you like what you see here, please like, share, and subscribe. That is Bailey. He is hanging out with me today. And just remember that tomorrow is not guaranteed, so don't forget to unbox your heart. We'll see you soon.
Should be done, you see, between the real and the unreal. The dead might be looking in. Halloween, the festival of Samhain. Happy Halloween.